Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Handmade by Ying with Donna. Today is August the 18th, 2025 and it's 7 o'clock p.m. on this beautiful Monday night here in Western Maryland. So before we get this party started, have you ever been working on a project, you got sidetracked, life happened, you set it aside, and then when you're rearranging, you're ripping your house apart and you're doing all the things, you find it? Well, that's why we're here tonight, because we're going to finish up what I started a few months ago. So before I tell you the history on that, let me slip into the chat and welcome everyone here tonight. Helps if I turn my mouse on. So it looks like Joe was playing. He was the first here tonight. Michelle says, good morning, Joe. Day's in the house. Hello, hello. And thanks for coming. Michelle, you and Joe cracked me up. Joydy, hello, sweethearts. Let me see. Share's here from My Quilting Worlds. Tasha, hey girl. Smush between two kids snuggling. There is nothing better. Stay awake. I got some stuff going on tonight. Let me see. I'm just skimming. Donnell's in the house. Hello, sweetheart, and welcome. Yes, please give us a thumbs up in the however y'all do that on the back end. It helps YouTube know and keeps us in a good algorithm. So smash that button. And if you're not one of our channel supporters and you would like to be, please make sure that you do subscribe. It helps us out on the back end, as well as gives you a lot of extra perks, because here of late, I've been dropping a lot of impromptu Zooms. Come hang out with me and Day and whoever else is in the group chats that we have going on, and there's more than one. And we'll get to hang out more often than not. So if you're interested, please become a channel supporter, and that helps. Thanks. I'm trying to record videos out of my comfort zone. Yes, and you did a fabulous job. I saw that today. Let me see. Zaza's in the house. Hello, sweetheart, and welcome. Janine's here. Hi, sweetie, and welcome. Becky, Wi-Fi is out, but I have data. Hello, everyone. Hello, sweetheart. And welcome. Elizabeth, hi, sweetie, and welcome. Let me see. Sandra. Yes, it was good to hang out with you for a bit today. It was very, very nice. I loved finally having that pleasure. You're always welcome. Day and I enjoyed getting to chat with you a bit. Hey, hey, debt-free quilters in the house. If you're excited for this sew along with her, do me a favor, drop some hearts in the chat for Heather tonight. I tell you what, she's been really working it on the back end, and this is going to be fun. Suzanne Taylor's in the house. Hello, sweetheart, and welcome. Let me see. I'm just skimming real quick. Gay Ford, Nanita, and if I missed anybody, I'm sorry. So I do have a couple housekeeping things I need to do tonight. But before I do that, I'm going to set a goal. And it should be coming up just about sometime here. And that goal is simple. You'll have to check. I'm going to do a very, very nice giveaway. But you have to participate in the goal to be entered in the giveaway. If we meet that goal by the end of this live, I will need the person who I announce. It'll be very random. I've got my paper numbered, and it's numbered right, girls, so don't start on me. And we'll write your names down. We'll do it very random, and you'll win something very special. So I hope that you guys do participate tonight. This is just something fun. It's out of my comfort zone, and I think you're going to like it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Next thing is I have a guest that was planning to attend my Tennessee retreat. She's had an emergency and will not be able to attend. What that means for you is very simple. It opens the door for someone to take her place. So if you are interested, I know it's very short notice. The date is October the 7th through the 12th in Reliance, Tennessee. You will need to email me as soon as possible, that spot will go to the first person who claims it. I will hook you up with the one that needs to be replaced, and you two will pay. You'll pay that person directly. That way I'm out of it. I just need to know who took the spot. And then I'll be working with you once that spot's been swapped out. So I've got that covered. And the next thing is, if you are a content creator, please drop me a heart in the chat because I'm talking to you. I need to see how many content creators I have in the chat because I've got something fun for you. If you have never had the opportunity to participate in the 12 days of Quiltmas, Tom, the colorblind quilter, emailed me yesterday, I believe it was, and we're short a few. And this is your opportunity. If you are interested in participating or you're a content creator, you need to email me if you're interested in participating in the 12 days of Quiltmas. You must email me by the end of this live because those three, well, I'm sorry, he has 4 spots opened. I wanted to make sure. Dad, go ahead and spam his email. You need to email Tom. And I asked Day to just hit his email. That way, if you're in here and you're interested, I emailed a lot of people the last couple days, and those spots are going to go to the first come, first serve. Yes, Tasha, I'm glad you're in. I got one more person today, Andy, Donna. Awesome. We are 2 people short. Okay. So we need to fill those spots. So please share. It's going to be fun. It's a chance for your channel to grow and get you out amongst other people. When does it start and it finishes? Tom will give you all the information. Cheryl, if you can email him directly, once we get it all filled up, he will give you the instructions along with the rest of us. You'll pre-record your video and he will follow his command. I'm not running it this year. Last year I asked that someone else take it over. Tom and Kristen have taken it over for me and I greatly appreciate it. It's more than I can handle on my own right now. Share, I emailed him. Wait a minute, emailed you with him tagged on it. Thank you. You need to go ahead and seriously, if you're interested, you need to share. You need to email him directly as well. It's really important that we fill these spots sooner rather than later so we can get the information on what their vision is this year. It's always a lot of fun. It kicks off December the 1st through the 12th. They'll do the random drawing and we will mail to whomever they tell us. And it's really fun. And like I said, if you're a content creator and you want to do something fun, go out of your comfort zone. This is the way to do it. So, got that done. Like I said, I started the gold tonight. That's going to be fun. I have a nice package ready to go, but we must get 10. Yes, keep hitting that day. So if you're in the chat and you're interested, joking on my own spit again, then all you have to do is email him. If you want to participate in the giveaway tonight, hit that go button. Trust me, if we hit that 10, that package is going to be more than well worth it. Hello, Sassy. So, like I said, please, please, please email Tom, the colorblind quilter. It takes the video itself for you to record under 30 minutes. Make something, upload your video. When they tell us, we'll put it as a preview. Everybody that participates goes and watches. We chat in the chats. It's just a lot of fun behind the scenes, and it gives you a chance to meet other content creators. Sassy, please email Tom if you're interested as well. I would love to see you in it. Let me see. Tasha, off to start the bedroom routine. We'll catch you later. Okay. Defenstration. Joe, I can't, you have to highlight that. It's moving and I can't see it. Heather. Okay, Joe's highlighting it for me. Defenestration. Sorry, it took me a second on that one. She caught me off guard. What are you working on tonight, Donna? I'm working on something fun. Everybody knows that I love a good old-fashioned carpenter star. So what I've opted to do, and I started this project a little while back, and I tabled it. I forgot about it. I tabled it. That's all I can tell you. Joe's been in the process with me. When a girl's nerves get bad, what does she do but rip her house apart, right? Well, that's what this one did anyway. So we got rid of our dining room, moved the long arm portion of our studio down to it. And yeah, while I'm reorganizing up here, I found it. I pulled it out today and I was like, the act of throwing someone out a window. That's what she wanted to do to me today. Just saying. So anyway, we're going to make this quilt tonight. All the big pieces are made, and I didn't finish it. You'd think you've had stuff going on. Yeah, right? So anyway, great word, right? But yeah, Heather would throw me out a window today, and a text is hard to beat, and that's no joke. Good thing she loves me is all I got. Hit that thumbs, run with quilts. Melissa, thank you. So anyway, we're gonna sew this puppy up tonight. The goal would be we finish it tonight, and I would like for this to be the first quilt going on the long arm downstairs so I can calibrate it and make sure everything's set up and ready to go. So what a better one to do than one that I am really enjoying. You can tell I like it because it's Carpenter stars. Yeah. So what I did was took the standard pattern, and this would have ended up being 89 by 89. But I decided I was going to challenge myself, and that I did. And I brought it down way little in pieces. And once it's complete, I know you're going to love it as much as me. So, girl has been working hard today, getting a few things set up on the back end and getting this puppy ready. So I've taken the liberty to go ahead and get these ready. You know, that's right. Yeah, it is. Oh, that's, yeah. So anyway, this is going to be a very pretty quilt. I had found when I started this project, I'm new to batiks, learning. I like them more than I ever thought I would. And so I had a lot of just scraps. So I found the most common size. And then I decided, what am I going to make with them? So, Day, I'm not throwing her under the bus. She's like, why don't you make a carpenter star? And I was like, that sounds interesting, but I want to do a carpenter star with a twist. So after a little bit of quilt math, you know, it was time to put the challenge to the test, or the test to the challenge, however you say that. And that's what the girl has done. So let me slide this aside, and we'll press this, and then we'll join this section together. And if it all works out, keyword if, and everything lines up the way that I am hoping it does, we should have a nice cross in the center. And that's the goal, right? And anybody that knows me, I do not like to lose points. And I marked everything in hopes that I don't. So let me slide this one aside, pull this one over. It's like Houdini lives here tonight, working the magic. Debbie's in the house. Hello, Donna sent you a DM. Okay. I can't check it right now. I'll look after. But thank you. No mathing tonight. Carpenter star, and it's a free pattern. Yes. And like I said, I had done this as a larger one, and it turned out beautiful. So I was like, let me try it this way. So guess what? This way it is tonight. And get the middle pressed out. Then now we're going to come this way. A lot of this way and that way. Debbie, did you see the video I posted? Oh, I hope it's a good one. So, in the effort of spending a little bit more time chatting with you all and just having a good time, I'm going to backpack this puppy in, move my iron aside, and go. Not really busy. I'll check it after the live. Okay. So I'm just, instead of pinning this go around, I'm just going to pinch and kind of like hope for the best. Give it a wing, right? Donna, it is, wait a minute. Hold on. Donna, it is of my great-grandson. Awesome. 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 Don't you just love this season of life, right? That's what I was talking to people about today. It is so much fun. Wendy, hello, sweetheart from Canada. Welcome, welcome. It's good to have you. And this just goes to show pinning is good, and you don't always have to. If you keep your seams lined up in the beginning, you should be able to master getting them in without pinning. And that is what I'm doing. Your fabric does have just a wee little bit of stretch and give on this portion anyway, because why? Doing the bias. And oh, I thought he was going to tell me dead air, and I'm trying to talk. He's over here slapping his chair. That was part of what you were talking about today. Yes. And we're not going to talk about that right now, Heather. Sometimes when you meet someone in the same field of work that you did your whole life, you have conversations and you don't realize you make other people uncomfortable. And that poor girl, Heather, today we had her ready to pull her hair out. And you don't realize it, because to me and the other person, it was just common knowledge. Like, we thought everybody did. So yeah, it was one of those days before Heather. That was part of what they were talking about today. I got nothing until it went south. It went south real quick. But in a funny way, not a bad way. It was just like, if you've ever seen that TV show, what is it? Strange Things of the ER or whatever. I just, you didn't miss nothing, and we're not going there on a live. All I can say is, good Lord. Yeah, good Lord on that one. So give it a good pressing as best as you can for now. And I want to do something a little bit different. I've never done before, so I'm trying something different. Go figure, right? I'm going out of my zone because I planned it. I want to see if I can implement and make this work. Chances are there's a good possibility, and then you could watch me fall on my face on the other. Oh man, and I was stuck at work, yes. And it was probably a good thing. But all evening when I went down, I made Joe a quick dinner, and I laid there and I was chuckling. Ninette, the farm quilter. Good evening, sweetheart. Oh boy, I worked in the ER. Unbelievable activities. Well, that's pretty much, we can't talk about it right now. Day. It's usually when people try to get things going north that they get the problem. Baza, you're going to make me blush. It's like you were in the room today. I got nothing. I really got nothing. So anyway, let me give you a little peeky at what this looks like. Eva, hi, sweetheart. So this is what I come up with so far. When I downsized the Carpenter star, I want to make sure that you can see it. So this is turning it into a full-size quilt. And if you can see the center right there, this area, I'm going to be able to play and do some fun, some fun ruler work there. You're killing me, Zaza. I can't look. I just can't look. Heather will kill me. I have to be good. So anyway, I don't know if you've ever done this before, but I wanted to see how little I could go with this Carpenter star. So this is what I did. To give you the big version and then the little version. So let me know what you think. I thought that was kind of different and kind of cute, right? And I was able to, one of them's a 12, one of them's a 6, and I've got a 3-inch that is going to go in the back of this. So I thought, boy, that'd be really cute, right? But sometimes you just want to use up all of your scraps, and that was definitely scraps. So it was just something different. I liked the little version. Me too. It was fun. It was definitely fun. So now what I've done is, I don't know if Joe can come down on the table for a second. Instead of going around border to border to border to border, I wanted to try something different. So I put all 3 borders together, and I'll be putting them on all at one time. I don't know if anybody else has ever done that, but it came in really straight. And I really like the looks of this. It's got all the colors that was incorporated here. And this was the last little tidbits that I had left. So I was like, I'm going to give it a go. And we're going to see what happens, right? So with that being said, I need to drop this down. And we'll see how it goes. But one thing I know I need to do for sure is I'm not going to come down and just box it, because I don't think that's going to give me the looks that I want. In my head, I know what I want to do with it. So I'm going to try to do this as a miter. So we need to find out. 1, 2, 3. I got to do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. So I need to make sure that I have the 8 inches at the top. So it'll be 8 1/4. That's the goal here. So give me a second. I want to make sure I have enough. And I'm not out anything. If it doesn't work, I'll have a date with Jack. And we'll go from there. Make sure that I left myself the little bitty extra that I wanted. Let me get my flip. Or are you going to miter them? That's the goal. Will it work? Not sure. We're going with a wing and a prayer. What I've done is added the 1/4 for here. And I want to make sure that I have this lined up. Right now, I just want this out of my way. Once I get this, I want to make sure it is about the 1/4. And I'll have to do the same all the way around. So I will back tack it here. And I want to make sure that I'm getting it in right. Love the miter corner idea. Not sure I can pull it off, but I'm going to give it my best shot. So bear with me while I give it a go. I've seen it done, but it's a lot different doing it. And it's just one more way to make sure that you are using up everything that you have. Let me see. Good evening, Brenda. Guess who Nancy's in the house? Hello, hello. So, how many of you have done the mitered corners like this? If you see me getting ready to jack it up, you need to tell me. You can definitely do this. I did them. Yes. I believe in myself. I really do. But we'll see. I've done them on other smaller projects, but never one of this size. So we shall see. Joe's sitting there thinking, what has she got herself into? You're not going to know if you can do something until you step out of your comfort zone and give it a go, right? What I really should have done was do one part of it today before. Yes, I've done them. Good. So we will see. We will definitely see. And I want to thank everyone for coming tonight. I appreciate it. And I really like putting a border on a quilt. You don't have to worry about your seams pulling and coming undone. So here I'm going to leave a little bit. I don't want to come all the way up to the edge, just close enough that I'll be able to work that when I need to. Yeah, honey, I'm dead air, but I need to focus. Don't play music. I'll sing. It's worse. So we shall see how this is going to go. And I want to make sure that I do keep these as flat and straight as possible. And if this works the way that I think, it'll really finish this quilt off. And I can honestly say this will be an original because I went way out of my comfort zone on every bit. If you're sewing my peachy keen pattern, how are you liking that so far? I'm curious. Let me see. Want to make sure. Hocus pocus. She needs to focus. Yes. But see how pretty that's going to tie all this in if this works. So I need to come down here. Eighth and a fourth. Get this extra. It's out of the way. Do what? Yes, I will, but I have to do this right now, baby. Oh, okay. Hold on. What am I doing? Will you share the small version details? Yes, I will. I will have Joe type them into the chat for me after the live. That's the man right about there. Pull this down. And like I said, this is all a wing and a prayer for right now. I want to make sure that I am lining up right. That's going to be too much. Keep the 1/4. Bear with me while I'm figuring this out. Hello, Katie, and welcome. So, fingers crossed I can do this, guys. So I'm not sure. He's like, ah, you got this. Do the bottom before I do the sides. And he'll know I'm in full-blown panic mode if I say, okay, we're done for the night. Oh. It'll mean girl chickened out, right? Yes, I can talk you through the measurements. For the smaller one, I went 2 inches. Getting a good lineup. Hello, hello. If I missed you coming in, what is everyone working on today? I'm working on the Carpenter Star ×4. Don't like the way that's going to lay. It's going to give me a pucker. To line this up just a smidge better. Either. I know dead air, Joe, but I've really got to think. He's over here humming to me. I want him to sing to me. Driving this man crazy today. I got all my fabric cut for 2 quilts. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Awesome day. I love the prep. Yep. That's the only way to do things. Prep it out. Fun question tonight. Yes. How many active projects? I'm not talking about what you got in your closet or the quilt that you walked away from because you're just over it. How many active projects does anyone have going at one time right now? Kathleen, I hope you feel better soon. Absolutely. Kathleen, hello, first time watching. I am waiting to pass a kidney stone. Oh no. Kathleen, praying for you. Hope it passes easily. Let me see. Fantastic, Janine, something going on. I'm adding background triangles to 66 FPP pumpkins. Way to go. Absolutely going to be a fun one. Most definitely. If I would stop decluttering the rest of my house, I would have 4 active projects. Sometimes we need to just rip it apart, pull the Band-Aid, and do it. 9 is the most, 10 to 12 for Melissa. I'm currently working on several because I start one and I move on because it aggravated me and then I slip back. As you can see, this one didn't aggravate me, I just lost it. The numbers to count, I guess about 10 active, yeah. And remember, if you're coming to the Tennessee retreat, one of the things is going to be finishing up your whips and UFOs. So if you have any, there's going to be a prize for the one who completes the most. Because we've got to work just a little bit, right? Not a whole lot, just a little bit. I'm working on 7, yeah. I find it's easier to do that, right? This way. See if I can get my tip lined up. Now, what is it when you have them finished but can't afford to get them quilted? You reach out to one of your friends and say, help me, help me. Because sometimes we like to practice. Although that's called to me. I just quilt my own. We have to do what we have to do. You guys, Trying to focus. Great idea to sew all three borders together before sewing on the quilt. I was going back into some old time quilt books and just reading to see what I could do that would be different, that you don't see a whole lot of. And this was one of the ideas, not the mitered corners by any means. I'm just taking it to a whole new level. And I'm trying it. If it doesn't work, you know what? At the end of the day, it'll be okay. Because I'll just cut it straight off. And we'll have a different looking corner than I anticipated. But the goal would be it works. So, let's see if I can do it. Okay. Want to go this way? Like I said, if it doesn't work, it's okay. It's okay. If I don't like the way it's coming, I will honestly abort the mission and just bring it straight across the top. But I want to make sure that I follow my seam. Sounds like a good plan. Hello, Mona. Did you get my email, sweetheart? If you're interested in joining in on the 12 days of Quiltmas, they need some more people. They can drop the info for you now, and you can email Tom, the colorblind quilter, and let's get you in. I think you would be fun to do it with. Be really aggravated with myself if I cut this wrong. This says he thinks I have it right. We shall see. And if not, it'll be all right. You want to give yourself that 1/4 inch. Like I said, it's a wing and a prayer night. No quitting, Donna Lee. We shall see. We shall see. And right here is where the fun will begin. I want to make sure that I do press this because I need it to be flat. I really want these to line up. So, girl that does not like to pin is going to pin. Well, we'll see. I have to be able to see what I'm doing or it doesn't work in my brain. Let's give it a go. Probably picked the wrong project to do this. So Now we have this lined up. This is the goals. Remember, everybody, it's goals. And then now I'm going to put it on this side and get this lined up. Right there where I said you did not need to sew on that wee little tiny bit. You did not need to sew on that little tiny bit. Now we'll backpack just to hold it in. And we'll come down and let's pray this puppy works, right? There are so many different techniques when you're doing something like this. So many videos out there on how to do. And I will only come down to this end on this side tonight because there is no way I have enough time to do it all, but I will post the video in our chat. You ever get shaky hands when you're doing something? That's me right now. Just a little bit. Keep going. You have 15 more minutes. There's no way I'll get it all done, Heather. With the way I'm cutting it off, I'll have to make one more strip set. But it gives us the general idea of what I'm doing. I am trying, babes. Oh, okay. It's like, you gotta keep going. Right. I have to figure this out because I ran myself short. Well, it happens, honey. Because I did not calculate right. But anyway. Be able to show them this much. And then maybe Friday night I'll have it set out so that they'll be able to see. But when you're doing it, it all lines up here. There's no pucker here, but you need to, when you're sewing this together, leave that 1/4 inch for your first take. And then when you come down this side is when you'll catch that 1/4 inch. And when I did this, I did not calculate that I was going to lose, let me see, 32 inches because of the way I have to cut for the mitered. So I'll have to see if I can have any more that I can do these strip sets like this. Thank you. Those patterns on the fabric are so pretty. Thank you. This was honestly supposed to be a bunch of my friends and I. We pulled fabric to do one of the legit kits. I had done, I can't remember the name of it, Vortex it was. And I wanted to challenge myself. Janine's the wizard of it. And I wanted to do an all blue Vortex. That did not happen, let me tell you. So right here is how short I am. And I don't have enough here to complete this. Faulty measurements. So I need to think in my head how I can make this work. So give me just a second and I'll see if I can get just an idea of if I can scrape together enough to do that corner. I don't think so. Want to pull a Hail Mary here, right? I don't believe it's going to work, but there's hope. Take your time, girl. We aren't going anywhere until you get done. God love you. So anyway, let's see if I can figure this out. Bear with me, guys. The 1/4 inch there. And it's going to be really pretty. But if you do this, don't do what I'm showing you. Because I miscalculated. My math is not mathing tonight. I shorted myself 32 inches, easy. And then come over my 1/4. And I hate that I did that. Put that the wrong way. I did too. But it's okay. Nothing broke here. I should have leaned it back the other way. I should have went this way. I didn't. It's okay. I would rather own up to it happens and see if we can we pull out of this? I don't know. Let me see. Hey, Fallon, how you doing, sweetheart? What I needed to do was come this way. So let me see if I can hide that faux pas, you know? Where it did not line up perfect there. We'll see. But anybody that knows me knows I rely heavily on Fallon's rulers. Hey y'all, I'm folding and watching. Good job, girl. Up a little bit more. Yes, I am, baby. He's like, don't cut it the same way twice. I am distracted with some bad family news received. Please keep my husband's side of the family in your prayers. Donna, I'm sorry to hear that. We definitely be praying, maybe. Okay, now I did that right. So there is no way I can make this corner work because I have to make the other strip set. But anyway, it gives you the general idea. And I have to make more strip sets. And that takes me a few hours to do, so I'm not going to tie you all up. But as you can see, how pretty that lines up. So it does take you a little bit of extra time. It's going to work. It's going to be beautiful when you get it completed. And it's just one more way to add something special to your quilts. And I'm really liking the looks of it. I wish now, I almost really do wish I would have went one more time with maybe a light border around to help pull that out. It does take the attention away from the busyness of, let me show you how this looks. You see, I want to make sure they can see what I'm showing them. So see how that works? I made sure I used the fabric and the lines were coming in this way and this way. So a lot of thought goes into it, but I think you can see you can take any pattern and downsize it to work for you. And yes, this is going to be a little bit bigger than I anticipated, because I get carried away when I start in my own head doing something. So math wasn't math, and my friends. So I'd rather tell you, oops. So I'll see if I can. I don't have any more of that fabric, but I will see what I can get close enough to off the shelf. And we're just going to make it work, right? We know how to do that. We're women. So you guys take care. God bless. Have a fabulous evening. And I'll see you back here again on Friday night. Thank you for coming. Take care.